Up next, we have Aya Wahebe with Understanding Who Am I When You're an Australian Muslim Woman with Hearing Loss.
Who am I? You might have thought about this question at least once in your life. I think about it all the time. I struggle with understanding who I am. Why? I have many different identities. For example, I'm born here, I'm Australian, my family background is Lebanese, I'm Muslim, I'm a woman, I'm hard of hearing, I have hearing loss. Most words are focused on describing hearing loss. For example, using words like hearing impaired, hard of hearing, deaf with a capital D, or deaf with a small d. Some research look at the medical or linguistic or education perspective, but very little research looked at the identity and lived experiences of people with hearing loss who come from different gender, culture, and religious backgrounds. This is where my research comes in. My PhD looks at the identity and belonging of Muslim women in Sydney who have hearing loss. I look at the perspective of the women themselves and how they navigate intersectional identities. I interviewed 12 Muslim women in Sydney and I asked them questions like, who are you? How do you describe your hearing loss and other identities? Do you know sign language? Does your family speak another language at home? What are the barriers that you face, especially in the community? My interviews were accessible. I had sign language interpreters, live captioning, depending on their communication preferences. I also asked the women in interviews, which community do you feel like you belong to or don't belong to? For example, the deaf community, the Muslim community, the new growing deaf Muslim community, or any other wider community in Sydney. Identity and belonging are fluid, and it changes all the time. It depends on the environment and the people around you. For example, right now in this room, you might see me as a Muslim because of my hijab. In the deaf community, they might call me hard of hearing instead of deaf because I can speak and I'm not fluent in sign language. In the Muslim community, I can't feel included because of communication barriers. I use auto-ethnography in my research where I talk about my own experiences. By my interviews with 12 Muslim women in Sydney who have hearing loss, it's contributing to a gap that has never been addressed before. I'm probably the first in Australia to look at Muslim women who are deaf or hard of hearing. And right now, I'm doing my analysis. I'm using an intersectional lens to analyze their experiences of identity and belonging. Identity is not on top of each other, but how they interact and interlock. My PhD will give these women a voice and allow them to say, I am here and this is who I am. More importantly, help us understand that questions like, who am I, is not always so simple. Thank you.